Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I love saying that. We are live. It reminds me of like an announcer, like a I don't know, some boxing announcer or something saying we are live. As always, I want to double check to see if we are live on one of our feeds, which is Facebook. Ooh, check it out! Look at that. Yes, we are. Woohoo! Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. We're everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. So my name is Eric Swanson, and I'm going to be talking about this today. What is this? This is, well, it's a best-selling book is what it is. That's what it is. So I'm really excited about this. It's going to be awesome. If you are just getting your seats and getting your margarita or your beer. No, why is everyone drinking these days? I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's the holidays. That's why. So get your bottled water here, bottled water, and settle in and sit down and have a good time with us, because we are going to talk about some really cool stuff. We're going to be persistent about the success in your life. Did you see what I did there? Yes, I did. So I'm super excited about it. I'm going to give you guys just a moment to share this, if you could, because how many of y'all know somebody who's out there struggling to make, success grow to the next level, right? And a lot of us are like, we want to do so well, and yet things get in your way, and maybe you lose your focus, or you lose your motivation. That's another good word to use. Or you lose your persistence, and you drop the ball. You actually stop doing what you were supposed to be doing. So this broadcast today, right now, is all about really the persistence of success. And I want to bring on some of our amazing authors, and I hope you'll share this time with us for 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so, and applaud them, because they're really they're bringing success traits and habits and attitudes to you in the form of these books that we're publishing, and I'm so excited about it. So first off, let's bring on John Kovach Jr. He's an amazing gentleman, great author in our book series, and one of our team leads. And let's bring him to the table. John Kovach Jr. What's up, man? Good to see you. How are you? You are muted. I will.
I am. This is awesome. Every time we do this, Eric, I am filled with more inspiration, more excitement, and my depth, my understanding, my growth in these books, the 13 Steps to Riches. I can't believe what I'm able to obtain. I just got to open the book, any page, read, and be a sponge, because the 33 amazing authors, the 13 celebrity authors who've contributed in this series, and of course yourself, Eric, have completely given me a new perspective, a new idea, and a new understanding of how to think and grow rich, how to become wealthy, also how to change my mindset, my attitudes, my everything I'm doing in my life. It is so phenomenal and such a powerful piece and principle. I'm grateful. It really is. And again, every time we do this, Eric, I get more and more teary-eyed. By the end of this, I think I'll be bawling, because I get so excited and so proud of these authors. They're just incredible.
You can start crying now if you want. I mean, it's no problem at all. I'm excited for you to do that. In fact, yeah. So tell us really quick. And by the way, just a quick note about the green room. I keep on getting these messages that there are tons of people trying to join in. We have 30. How do I do that? 33. Check this out, John. 33. Look at my 33. There we go. 33 awesome authors that are joining us. And we have a lot of them jumping in the green room right now. And I'm so excited about I mean, look, we're hitting #1 status in so many different categories in all of our books that we publish. And I don't even have the book is not even out yet. Okay. It's out on Kindle, on ebook version, but not the physical copy yet. So I believe next week is the physical copy that comes out. So super excited about that. I don't even have a copy to show you right now, but it is the latest installment. This is book 5. I've got book 6 over here. This is book 7, and book 8, oh my gosh, well, we're going to have to share the screen in a second or two. In fact, maybe I could do it right now. Let me do it before I bring on some of our awesome guests. Let's see here.
While you do
By
that,
the way,
Eric, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I was just going to mention, in the green room, please make sure you are seated in front of a computer before we bring you on. No cars or anything like that, guys. Okay, what were you going to say, John? While I bring on a screenshot.
Yeah, just to add a little context. Again, we launched today the 8th volume in a series that is 13 Steps to Riches. That means 13 volumes. And historically, Eric Swanson did something that no one has ever done before, and we took a deep dive in every single one of the steps to riches that Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich taught us back in his book in 1937. And this is amazing. The most recent book that has launched today is an incredible copy on the powerful principle of persistence. And there are so many beautiful stories that have come from it. I do want to mention that this book will also include, and it's featuring not only Eric Swanson, but our celebrity friend, Sir Alex Stern, and a special foreword by Olympic silver medalist, Mr. Bill Schuffenhauer, who has an amazing story about the ending the American drought of medaling in the bobsled. It is so cool. So I'm really excited for all of you to pick up that copy. And people have asked me, Eric, throughout this entire process, they've been asking me, well, if I don't start with book 1, am I behind? If I grab this copy, and they're all worried, like, where do I start? I'm like, start with what's in hand. Like, literally grab volume 8. Because while each of these run in a series, you may find that some of our authors are connecting stories and their own visuals and illustrations of various principles. But at any given time, can you pick up a copy of the 13 Steps to Riches and gain a ton of knowledge and focus in on developing this? When I was a younger gentleman, when I was a younger boy, I learned that there were various attributes that we could obtain and become more mature and also better professionals in the professional realm. And I'll wrap this up in just a second here. Give me 30 seconds and just say that there's characteristics that we want to build as professionals, and there are steps and strategies on how to develop each one of those characteristics and one of those skills. And this is what that is. This is an opportunity for you to say, wow, not only do I need inspiration, but I need how-to guides, I need step-by-step tutorials, I need testimonials, examples, and really cool opportunities to learn how to improve my persistence. So man, I am super excited about that. But with that being said, I just wanted to give that context to which book we're talking about today. It's super pumped.
All right, so let's bring on a few people. First, I think we should bring on, without hesitation, without any delay, without further ado. That's weird to say. Ado. He's not even on camera. Oh, there he is. Wait, we got to bring on the one and only, the amazing Bo. What's up, brother? Alex Stern and his boss, Bo. What's up, my friend? How are you? Good. We're doing fantastic.
Every time I go on a Zoom or a StreamYard, he's next to me, he's pawing me like, I want to get on screen.
He does. He's bigger than you, actually. Wow. What did you know you were getting a sheepdog from Alaska? What's happening here?
He just needs a haircut.
How much poundage does he lose if he gets a haircut?
He cuts in half. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, Alec, we're super excited that you're here. John, if you can try to bring up that meme of the image screenshot of the book cover. I have it all ready to go, but apparently I didn't change my Google settings. So it won't let me go out of the StreamYard to bring that on. So anyway, so if you can go ahead and pull that up, that'd be great. Let me know when you've got it. But Alec, I'm so excited that you're here, man. Our hats off. I always forget to wear a hat. Hats off to you, my friend. Tell us a little bit, if you could, in your own words, not your dog's. What's it like to be part of like this book series, 13 Steps to Riches, honoring Napoleon Hill and his work. I mean, it's classic, obviously. and you're classic as well. You're the new version of classic. I don't know what that meant. You know what I mean? So so tell us a little bit about
antique. What are you saying? Yeah,
unique. Yeah, there you go. But
antique.
No, you're not that. You're younger than me, man. So tell us a little bit about the chapter that you wrote, and persistence, and you could tell the story, of course. I how many chapters I offered to you, and you were very persistent about one of them. So
yeah, well, we'll start with that. So you had asked me, can you give me your top 3 chapters, that you'd be interested in writing? And I said, sure. And I wrote, the 1, 2, and 3, and I put persistence. So guess what? I did a chapter on persistence.
That's right. And why did you want that one?
Yeah, I think they're I love all the principles, and I think the power of this book series is, taking something that is timeless in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, and then just putting sort of I guess just painting it with a today's brush, and just giving everyone an opportunity. All the 33 authors plus the 13 celebrity authors all had a chance to sort of put it in their perspective. Their words and their experiences from today, from their life. And so it's really powerful to be able to take the principles and then apply them to, the everyday of all the authors. And there's just great learnings and sort of, I guess, understanding and perspective from what they're saying. So it's very powerful. And so I was honored to, to write the foreword in the book series, and then also to write the celebrity chapter for persistence.
Love it, man. Well, we're honored to have you join us, and it's such an honor for those who are for the 3 people, maybe 3, 4 people in the world that don't know who you are. There's probably only 3 or 4. Al, if you're not familiar with them, Alex.
They're all family, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're cousins. Yeah. He is the co-founder of Constant Contact, where 3 others in an attic. Yes, I got that right. Check mark. Created the 2 others. There are 3 of them in an attic. That's it. Created this dynasty of amazingness to consistently connect and contact with individuals out there to build your business and build your relationships and so forth. Tell us a little bit, if you could, just briefly, Alec, about where's the correlation there. I mean, persistence played a big part in growing Constant Contact. Could you talk a little bit about that real quick?
Yeah, so I guess I love to talk about that. I'd lead with saying that the old African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. So this is on the backs of 1,500 amazing employees, an amazing management team, 750,000 paying customers, 8,000 partners, a bunch of strategic mentors, board members, et cetera. So it's not an I story, it's a we story. Which is important, but persistence applied in everything in my life since I was a little kid, and as you read in my my chapter that I've had several points in time in my life where persistence played an important role for accomplishing and getting the things that I either needed or wanted in life. So with regard to Constant Contact, I mean, think about, companies that are out there today that created brand new categories, right? So there's a lot of them. Constant Contact was one at the time, right? Digital marketing for small businesses didn't exist. But you think of Airbnb, Google, Facebook, the list goes on, where something new was created, sort of a new category, new industry. And then, of course, the brands follow, and so the competitors would come after, whoever was the lead, I guess, anchor for those industries. So it took a lot of persistence to be bringing something new to market that didn't exist before. So when you think about going out and getting funding, right, the persistence of going out and talking to potential angel investors and then venture capital investors to get them to invest in something that's new, right, new category, and selling to small businesses. Everyone challenged is very hard to do. How are we going to do it differently? But staying persistent about bringing something to market we had a conviction on what we were doing, and it was solely driven around hearing our target market tell us to answer two very important questions. One, is this something that they would see as being helpful in growing their business or increasing revenue, saving money, et cetera? They can answer yes to that, you check. And then the second one is it something you're willing to pay for? And if they answer it's priceless, of course we would pay for it. Double check, 2 thumbs up. Then you're onto something. And so while you're going out, one of the things I wrote about is my mantra in life has always been a no means not now. So we would hear a lot of no's about people investing, possibly being customers, being mentors and advisors. The list goes on. And just cultivating those relationships after you get a no is critical. And so I don't hear no, I hear not now. And many of those no's turns into yeses later. And so throughout many points of inflection within the company and growing the company, we had to be persistent in order for us to succeed.
There's the unmute button. I love it. And let me ask you this, in regard to persistence, I'm sure you have 1,001 stories or more than that of where you had to, like kind of dig deep and be persistent, even though you didn't feel like being persistent. How can you speak into that, to not really go into the stories because we don't have too much time tonight on that, but buy the book, read the stories there, guys. But what about the readers out there in the audience? Where do you find that they fall short for themselves, right? They don't persist just a little bit more. Could you speak into that a little bit? Like, why is it that people just they quit early, I guess you'd call it, or like Seinfeld, Kramer stopping short. Anyway, we stopped short.
Yeah. So there's several stories that are in the book that are worth reading. But back to sort of the core of what you're asking. I think persistence enemy is hesitation. And so, right. So you can't be hesitant and be persistent at the same time. And so you have to find ways to clear that sort of that hesitance. And, I think it just goes back to, you're setting some goals, you set some affirmations, you set an intention about something you want to do. I go right all the way down to visualizing the outcome, like handshaking someone to do business with, or getting that big golf check from an investor that doesn't fit in the ATM, by the way. But get the big golf check that they're investing in the company, and go all the way through to visualizing that moment, and then your persistence in staying and following through on things. Hesitation really sort of is its enemy, but it also comes back to self-doubt. Like, can I really do this? And are we worthy? And is this really a good idea? Like, you've got to do the things that are going to validate, and support your position that you are onto something. And it's go time. You're going to be plowing forward because with persistence, because you've gotten the things you need to get rid of self-doubt, and also to not let those external things like the no's, stop you as well. And if you really believe in something and you've got support that others, believe it's a great idea, especially who you're targeting personally or professionally, to focus on, with what you're doing, then persistence will prevail and you'll have success.
That's amazing. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm going to ask you something again, or I'm going to ask you again something else. I'd love to ask you. Yeah. I don't know where this. I need an editor. So
the fourth word. Yeah.
I would love you to help me welcome some of the authors that are in this book, and really just congratulate them, because guys, we hit #1 again today. We just got word that we hit #1. We're super excited about this. So will you help me welcome them, Alec? Is that okay for you?
I would love to. Yeah. I've got my golf clap ready. Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm going to bring on a bunch of really cool individuals, and we are just going to add a bunch of them to the stream. Here we go. Look at all these individuals, and look at that. What's up, guys? Welcome to the broadcast.
Woohoo! #1.
Number one, give it up for everybody. Number one, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! And if you're not on the broadcast just yet, you will be soon. Once we start rotating through a few of the individuals here, and then we will rotate them in and out and bring a couple more on. So, Alec, first off, I just want to hand you the mic to congratulate this round of the 33 authors. The mic is yours, sir.
So, congrats to all of you. I mean, once again, your persistence in writing 13 chapters for all the books, and I mean, it just talking about building a muscle memory to be able to be not only just a 13 time, which we'll go with that prediction because it's going to happen, 13-time best-selling authors, but now now you'll have an amazing skill set, and of course we all get an insight into you and who you are, and will lead to all kinds of things, as we learn more about each of you with each of the principles.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome, guys. So I'm going to ask all of you to keep yourself on mute, and I will have Ken and Maris unmute themselves because I know they're on a time schedule. So could you come on and just tell us how are you doing, Ken and Maris, if we can see you?
We're good. I'm going to show you. So Ken's driving, so he's got to be safe. And we're actually, there you go. Ken, there you go. We wanted to be safe. We did not want to miss tonight. This chapter was so important to us. One, we're big fans of Alec. Alec, we're so proud of everything you've done. And frankly, your contribution to our vision, which has really been helpful in our friendship. We really appreciate that. And look, we've all used Constant Contact. So before I ever even knew you, you were present in my life. And Ken and I both for our clients. But, this book and this chapter is so important because, look, and it's part of what Alex said, and especially for Ken and I, who've been in business together for years. We're also, married as a, couple. So we're doing all this work together. And the bottom line with persistence is you get to risk and be committed to obstacles that get in the way. And when we are committed to our vision and we can bring forward that declaration and be consistent and persistent and intentional, then we're rigorous about it and magic happens. So that's where we come in all of this. And Ken and I are grateful. Look, the bottom line on these books is get one book and have 30 plus stories in it. You don't need any other books. Get this series, and the tools in this series are phenomenal because some of these chapters, like ours and others, also include guidance questions at the end to be able to and all over the country. So we thank Eric, you for your vision, and Alec for your contributions, and for all the authors. We're thrilled to be a part of this series. Thank
you, guys. Thank you. Give it up for Maris and Ken. Congratulations. Number one again. Rock and roll. And next we're going to bring up, thank you, Maris, for those kind words. Next, we're going to bring up the person who I love to start with and I love to end with because it gives me two opportunities to make sure she may shed a tear during this whole experience. And that is Fatima Hurd, ladies and gentlemen. Fatima Hurd. How are you, Fatima? I was going to bring you up, right?
Absolutely. Yes, I did. Because you know what? You're just that cool. You're super awesome.
So tell us a little bit about, I've lost myself. Here we go. Here I am. Tell us a little bit about your experience in the book series and this book, particularly in Persistence with Alex Stern as writing the foreword. No, he didn't write the foreword. He's a celebrity author in this. And I'm so excited about that. So tell us your experience.
Well, I mean, I think I mentioned before, how much growth and how much, reflection I've had writing this book series. It's been such an honor to, participate in something so amazing, but also to be able to read the stories from my co-authors. And this book in particular really hit home because, as you know, just the entrepreneur journey hasn't been an easy one, but persistence, I tell you, has been the drive in keeping me going, especially with moving forward. And just, to be in this book with Alex Stern. I mean, come on. That is such a gift in its own, and being able to read these chapters. And again, just being on this journey with all these amazing authors. I'm glad that you put this view. I love to see everybody's face and those beautiful smiles, and to know like who my co-authors are, and just to share in this amazingness of this, you know, a beautiful energy of all of us being together and celebrating this book. And Alex, you know, Maris just mentioned something too, and it brought me back to when I first started my photography business, and I did use constant contact, and it was one of my most important tools in order to, you know, drive my business forward. So even then, you contributed into our lives, like before we even got to know you. The synchronicities of life are so amazing. So thank you so much for that. And, you know, this journey, Eric, has been so amazing. And, you know, thank you for inviting me to be part of this and be an author. And
Are you going to do it now, Fatima? Are you going to do it now?
I'm ready to cry, but
are you ready? Let's do it. Let's put you full screen. Hold on. We gotta come. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Fatima Hurd, emotionally. Let's go.
And it's always emotional when I get on here, and every single time it's like it's new. It feels like it's new, you know. It's always a new experience, and to see, like I said, you know, the impact that we're creating as a whole, and sharing our stories, and to be part of that. And I'm like shaking right now. So thank you so much, everyone.
I love it. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. I rarely do this, but I want to do this because of you, Fatima. Alec, anything you'd like to share with Fatima?
Yeah, no, just I mean, you know, we when we first met, I was blown away with how much your drive, and you know, you were an inspiration for you know, just what you set, your path that you set to go forward on, and you're doing it, which is amazing. So it's one thing to say it, it's another to do it. And you know, you're a great example of someone who's doing both, and shedding tears is I've been getting more and more emotional as I've gotten older. So you know, just whenever you need to shed a tear, do it. That's a sign, certainly a sign of just how emotionally, you know, connected you are into this family, which it is a family, and you know, and being part of this amazing book series.
And I just want to say, Alec, thank you so much, because I wish I had access to my picture. I took a picture with Alex at Secret Knock, and I just find he's like the most down to earth person I've ever met, and just so much fun to be around with. So thank you.
Well, maybe I should do something like this then. Let's see if I can do this.
No, wait a minute.
Aw, thank you. You are so amazing. Thank you so much.
You are as well. You are as well, and congrats.
Thank you. Sending hugs.
Yeah, I'll do that too. There you go.
All right. I took a photo of you guys, but here I ended up muting myself because I took myself off screen. Thank you, Fatima, for sharing your inspiration, and I truly hope, you know, obviously share this on your feed, Fatima, so that your friends and your family can start, like Alec said, Sir Alec. I keep on not saying the word sir. He is knighted. I'm so proud to be knighted at the same time with Alec. So Sir Alec, you know, share this with your friends and family, Fatima, so that we can experience this all together. And as Sir Alec just mentioned, you know, we are really a family. We truly are. So I appreciate that. Fatima, you rock. I'm gonna go ahead and take you off screen. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you in a little bit. Awesome. And Alec, quick question. So I heard that we all turn more emotional the more gray or the more hair that falls out. That's what I'm hearing. So I don't know if that's true in your case.
Mine is shaved, just for the record.
Okay.
Yeah, so, on a hot summer day this past summer, 90-degree day, I was in a suit speaking at a conference, and the air conditioner was out. And I went from there to to get my haircut, and I just said, you know what, I'm so hot, just take it off.
Take it off. They're like, I'll take the Marine cut, please. Thank you very much.
That's right.
We're gonna add a couple more people. Let's add Mr. Brian Schulman to the show. Brian, how are you, buddy? Congratulations. You are a #1 bestseller again. I can't even, like, you need a calculator for how many #1 bestsellers you have right at this point, I'm sure. But you're on the show with Sir Alex Stern and myself. How are you, Brian?
I'm doing great, guys. It's great to see you, and glad I was able to get in because I've been literally going from one place to the next. But happy holidays, happy early new year, happy next #1 best-selling book in the 13 book series. It's been amazing, and this one on persistence is great, because persistence is one of those things that can go two ways. You can be persistent in giving up, or you can be persistent in getting up. And getting up repeatedly and persistently is hard. And at times you will be convinced that it's impossible, but that's where the greatness within you will shine. And in remaining persistent and getting up, you learn the depth of your strength and your resolution. And just to be in the presence with all these incredible human beings with the biggest hearts and amazing authors. There are so many inspiring stories in this particular book alone, just like every other one, on persistence, and so much inspiration. So again, I'm grateful. I'm honored to be a part of this incredible, groundbreaking collaboration of 13 book series. And just, you have so much knowledge, so many insights, and so much inspiration to be able to take and at your disposal, and to really inspire you to do amazing things.
Very nice. I love it. You elicited one response from Alex Stern, and it was shh. Okay, so
sorry, I've got a puppy.
You got to bring him back up, Sir Alec. Right. Bring him back up. He's so cute. Brian, thank you very much for your kind words. We love you. In fact, that's what it says on the screen. So I was just reading the screen. We love you. I'm just kidding. I said it first, then I saw somebody write it.
Appreciate
They're
that.
my cue cards.
Appreciate that.
I have cue cards.
Yeah, I love it. John's great at that. Your digital cue cards. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But man, it's such a pleasure. Honestly, it truly is. Brian, I know you know what I'm talking about when I say this to you right here publicly, because you're so busy. I'm so busy. We rarely have time to even get on this thing, whatever this phone is thing. Yeah. So I love surrounding myself with you, because you bring such great energy and light and illumination to the world. You truly do. And I know you know what I'm talking about. So
I appreciate you.
We got to stop doing this every other month. Let's do this more than that. Okay. So
yes, exactly.
And is Nancy around? Is she there?
She's not actually. She might be able to poke her in here, head in here, like really, like for 1/2 a second.
Yeah, of course.
If you give her a second, she'll.
Awesome. By the way, I love the background. Look at that virtual background with all those books back there.
Yes. How about all those books that are literally behind me at this moment? All right, that's fine. She can't hear you, but you can hear her.
Yay! We just want to say congratulations and hello. Good to see you. We're so excited.
This momentum. Keep sharing the amazing ideas, all those beautiful hearts, and I can't wait till the Book of Influence is out and we can celebrate all over again.
That's right. So congratulations in advance to you, Nancy, and thank you, Brian, for thank you so much for being here and shining your brilliance to the world. So appreciate it. Stick around, or I might kick you off, one of the two.
No, it's okay. We're gonna kick ourselves off because we have to run. But Happy New Year, and Alex, great to see you physically in person, and look forward to being able to meet in person at some time in the future.
Wishing everyone lots of fulfillment and reasons to celebrate in 2023.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate y'all. We got the yay, Nancy. What's up, Nancy? Deborah, what's up in the house? And I just put the book. Just a quick update again. This is 13 Steps to Riches. I decided a while back. Let me see if I can go solo. Hey, check it out. Can I go solo and screenshot? I don't know if I can. No, probably not. So about, I don't know, years and years ago, I decided, I called up my friend Don Green from the Napoleon Hill Foundation. I said, look, I want to honor Napoleon Hill, and I want to highlight his work, because I think his work is so tremendous and just amazing. and the world needs it, right? And it came out in 1937. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. There's a copy right there. That's a signed copy, actually, up this way. There we go. I did it right. Signed copy by the Napoleon Hill Foundation, and a bunch of our speakers that were on one of our stages loved it. So what I decided to do, and I think I have the copy. It's right there. Boom. There you go. I'm pointing the right way nowadays. So this is the first edition, first volume. It's the 13 Steps to Riches. It's on decision, where we had Dr. Dennis Waitley come on and write for that particular book, which is amazing. So I decided I didn't want to just do one book highlighting all the principles. I wanted to do 13 books. Yes, that's what I took on, and persistence is the way to go on this. So I should have started with persistence, shouldn't I have? But I started with desire, clearly, because in 13 Steps to Riches, you'll find all of these books, or excuse me, chapters. Now they're books. Oh my gosh, now they're books. Can you believe that, guys? Like, we made history. Oh my gosh. So now they're books. So book 1 is on desire. Book 2 is on faith, which I have a copy right there. It's back there as well. There it is, with Sharon Lecter is the celebrity author there. And book 3 is with Jim Cathcart, Auto Suggestion. Book 4 is with Michael Gerber. Michael Gerber, E-Myth? Seriously? Oh my gosh, Michael Gerber's in it. Specialized Knowledge is number 4. Number 5, I think I'm holding it. Nope, here it is. It's Glenn Lundy, and it's on imagination, and that's the volume 5. Volume 6 is not in my hands right now, but number 6, or volume 6, was Marie Diamond on organized planning. And Marie Diamond, you might know from The Secret. And then number 7 is our buddy Dan Clark, a Hall of Fame speaker and author, and he is in book 7, which is Decisions. Right? I'm sorry, did I say decision as number 1? I meant desire, by the way. Correction. Autocorrect. Okay. And this one's on decision, which is awesome. And look at that cover. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And book number 8 is the one that we are speaking about right now. And it is literally this one right here, which is called The 13 Steps to Riches, featuring Eric Swanson, Alex Stern, 33 other authors, and it's on persistence. So again, if you're just joining us now, we have our boss, Bo, and there he is, and we also have his one of his employees, Sir Alex Stern, and they are welcome to say hi. Can Bo say hi? Can he actually speak?
Woof.
It's amazing. He has your same voice. How is that possible? Woof. So let's bring on John Kovach Jr. If you want to unmute, there you go. John, talk to us, man. How are you? I know you started this broadcast a little bit and explained a few things right off the bat, but just tell us what, in your own words, what's your experience writing a book with Bo and his employee, Sir Alex Stern, and having the foreword done by one of a 3-time Olympian. He's silver medalist, medaled. He medaled in the silver. Anyway, and his name's Bill Schuffenhauer, and he's amazing. We should invite him onto this. Hopefully we did. If we didn't, send him a text. But give us your 2 cents on why readers should look at this and go grab the book right now, today. It's a #1 bestseller. What do you think?
100%. Yeah, and thank you for this opportunity. First of all, sitting next to and being able to co-author with Eric Swanson and now Sir Alex Stern is a huge honor. I had the opportunity of being one of the first to read through what Alec had contributed to this book. And Alec, I've had the luxury as well as the honor of being in the audience when you've been on stage, and you've blown people away with your background, your stories, your examples, but also you're so fun and easy to talk to, and the world needs more of Alec, and that's the truth. And then the second thing is your stories are very impactful for anyone who's in the startup phase, anyone who's building a business, and anyone who's conceiving an idea of what to create as a result of their passions. And you're such a great example of that. So honor and huge shout out and praise to just the opportunity to spend time and to co-author with Sir Alex Stern and Eric Swanson, who's, by the way, his chapters get better and better and better the more I read this book, and I freaking love reading both of your chapters this go around. It was fantastic. And then one last thing, Eric, we have a mutual friend in a guy named Bill Schuffenhauer, who was on the Olympic team for the USA, who literally broke the drought that the United States had in not winning a medal in one of the most dominated Canadian and winter sports of, events, which was the bobsled, the 3-man bobsled. And he has a documentary done about him. He's got a really cool story, but our buddy Bill wrote his story as well. And it's going to uplift you. It's going to give you some inspiration, and it's also going to motivate you, because like Alex said earlier, persistence is it's a long-term game. It's such an endurance project. And I'm so grateful to have learned the depth of that persistent principle. And with wrapping all this up, Eric, I'll just say one thing, which is you are missing out on an opportunity to ignite and accelerate your successes if you don't pick up a copy today, because this will give you the inspiration, knowledge, insight, and so much more to help you with whatever you've been persisting for so long, as well as that which you hope to. I know this is that New Year's time of year, right? Where we're coming to the end of a year and it's a new year on the brink, where people are setting goals and they're trying to live. They're so excited for the next upcoming positive year. And with that being said, why not pick up a copy right now and get yourself on the right track to persist an incredible year? That's all I have to say. Go grab a copy. Don't miss out. It's available on Amazon today. Go get it.
I love it. And we'll put I love it. I'm going to put the link on the bottom in a second here. Let's bring on a couple more people. Obviously, they're on the stage right now. Next is Dr. Miata Hampton. Do you want to share the conversation and talk to us a little bit about your experience and what the readers can look forward to when they read one of your chapters coming up?
Absolutely. Thank you, Eric and John, and thank you to Sir Alec. Listen, when you talk about persistence, I'm right along with John. Like, this book could not have come out at a better time. Especially when we are ending the year and we're thinking about, did we hit our goals? Did we do all the things that we said we were going to do? Everything that we set out to accomplish in 2022, did we actually do it? And so as we enter in 2023, it is an opportunity to reflect on 2022, but also make those new goals. And persistence. I put on my Facebook post today that this book series is definitely a marathon. It was not a sprint, and it took persistence for me to be able to keep my head in the game and to keep things pushing forward. And so what you can expect in my chapter is definitely a story about persistence, how I became Dr. Miata Hampton, and just a little bit and a little glimpse into what it took for me to become who I am, and as well as 5 strategies for you to live the life that it is that you want. And it is my belief that it takes your faith coupled with persistence in order to live the life that it is that you want. And it takes all those 13 steps, the desire, having the strategy and planning, and persistence is definitely one of those keys that you need to keep pushing forward. So again, John and Eric, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to come alongside you in this awesome journey. The best is yet to come, and I just cannot wait for what 2023 has to in store. And again, Alec, listen, I want to thank you for living your life out loud and living your dream, because I am currently a Constant Contact subscriber. So if it weren't for you living your dream and being persistent, I wouldn't have a way to communicate with my tribe and my community. So thank you.
Thank you.
Nice. Very nice, guys. Well, we hit number 1, by the way, in business leadership training right now. And we're climbing the charts in philosophers category, as well as customer relations. We're number 2 in both of those. Customer relations, that's Alex Stern written right there. Oh my gosh. Well, Dr. Miata, thank you very much for sharing and joining us. You can stick around if you'd like. That'd be great. And next we're going to bring on Miss Celesta. Aaron Slay. I'm sorry, Aaron Lay. I just got your name wrong. How are you, Aaron?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? Congratulations to everybody. I have a little bit of a cold. I love you guys.
To you.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys so much. And I love the energy that everybody brings to this book series. And Sir Alec, I love seeing you. I love seeing you speak. I love seeing you speak on stages. I love going to dinner, and you're so amazing.
Thank you.
I loved watching you get knighted. That was an honor. You and Eric. You know, what a great life, really. And I used Constant Contact also, and I did a radio show on Blog Talk Radio in 2010 to 2013. So you touched my life before I met you too.
Nice.
This book series is amazing. It's amazing. And I really believe that persistence runs through all of them. You can leave me on full screen. It runs through all of them. Like, you have to be persistent when having that white hot burning desire. You need to be persistent when you maintain your faith, when things are hitting the fan and things are going wrong. Persistence with auto-suggestion, reprogramming the subconscious. Persistence is huge throughout the whole series. And in life, and in my chapter in this book on persistence, like, if you're not persistent, you don't succeed in life. And success could be health, it could be wealth, it could be relationships, it could be anything. And at 25, I had to be persistent with a cancer diagnosis when the world gave up on me and doctors would say I die. I had to be persistent and maintain my faith in myself that I could make it happen, that I could live. And I did, obviously. Same thing through divorce, same thing with growing my business to 6 figures, looking to scale it to 7 this upcoming year. And it's all because of persistence. Now, I could have been persistent and just focused on what was wrong with my life and been persistent on focusing on what's wrong with everybody else. But that's not, you know, Alec, you said it beautifully when you said self-doubt and hesitation. It's basically a dream crusher. You know, when you're persistent on focusing on what's right with your life, persistent on focusing on what's right with the world, you know, turn off the news and don't let it program you to be focused on fear, then that kind of persistence, like what Brian said, you know, that kind of persistence just helps you develop and create an incredible life for yourself. And I love this chapter. I love everybody that I'm writing this book with. And thank you, Alec and John, for all the work, the blood, sweat, and tears that I know goes into this, you know, and it's a dream that you brought to reality because you wrote it down on a piece of paper and you made it a goal and you made it happen. So thank you guys. And Alec, it's just an honor and a pleasure and a privilege, you know, to be co-authoring with you. I love you.
Same. Thank you.
Happy holidays, you guys, and Happy New Year.
Mike.
You're muted.
Mike.
What I was trying to say was, I said, this is such a love fest going on. Check out this love fest. Hey, Aaron, love your friend. Such an amazing person. All right, there you go. And I put Slay Star, rock and roll, guys. Well, we're going to bring up one more individual. No, two more. Two more of our authors have swung by. One of them is the one and only Barry Bevier. I just said Barrier. That's funny. Barry Bevier. What's up, my friend? Good to see you.
Hey, Eric. Hey, John. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? I have to say y'all now because I'm in North Carolina. I just made this crazy move from San Diego to North Carolina a couple months ago. And this whole book series is just, it's been exciting for me. It's something that I would, 2 years ago, never would have envisioned I got involved in. And Eric invited me to be part of it. And it's just been a great ride. And, as I'd read Think and Grow Rich a couple times, but to do what we're doing, you really have to study it. I don't know what's going on with my background, but that's my green screen popping through there. I really have to study it. And it's interesting how, each principle is its own individual thing. However, they just all intertwine so well together. And you really have to utilize everything that's in the book, that's going to be in our book series to be a success in life. And I just love it. It's been a great ride, and I'm looking forward to the next 4 or 5 volumes that we're going to be doing here in the future. But some of them are easy. Persistence was a fun one for me to write because I've always had a lot of opportunity. But even when opportunity presents itself, you still have to be persistent to make a success out of it. So this has been great. And, just to meet all the authors and, Alec, get to brush shoulders with Alec. And I mean, dinner with Sharon Lecter after one of our book signings, and Jim Cathcart and Dan Clark. It's just amazing. I really am so full of gratitude for you, Eric and John, to put this all together, and all of what all the authors have done.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for the kind words. I love it. One quick thing, brushing shoulders is fun. Also, brushing things off of shoulders is awesome. If you ever get a chance to do that with Alec, what you do is you put your business card on his shoulder, and then you brush it off like that. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. So, I'll tell you a quick story. So I have these business cards, obviously, that look like me, right? And they're little tiny things. And Alec comes over at one of our events, comes over to my table or something, grabs like 7 or 10 of these or something, and starts putting in his. Remember, you had them like literally sticking out of your pocket like this, and you're walking around the event with me in your front pocket. And then didn't we do a tree or something? Wait, I think you're muted. Maybe, I don't know. Hold on. Now you're unmuted. Go ahead. Oh no, you're not. Sorry, you have to unmute yourself.
I just said I took them. I went outside the entrance to the event and stuck them all in a tree, like a palm tree. And so as people were walking by, I was like, "Oh, that's the Eric tree. It's his tree."
That's my tree.
His tree. I said, "Oh yeah, look at all his face is all over it. It's his tree."
Yeah, I own that one. Yeah, it looked like a. Don't they do that with like Corona or something, or margaritas or something like that, like Corona tree or something like that? It was funny.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
Barry, thank you so much for sharing those awesomeness. We're going to bring on Miss Vera Thomas as well. She's here, so I'd love to invite her. But before I do, I just want to mention a dear friend of ours who runs Broadway Hearts. Just congratulated all of us for the beautiful book and the beautiful reads in the beautiful book. Jessica Radetsky, she's a dear friend of mine. I've known her for 30 years, when she was born, basically, and and she's over in New York City area. She's on Broadway. She actually, oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to give you, Jessica, I'm going to bring on Vera, but I'm going to send you, Jessica, the actual link to get on here if you want to come on, just to say hi and come on video for a second, because I'd love to highlight what you and your career. Oh my gosh, with Phantom of the Opera, and I know it's closing this year. Oh my gosh, so we'd love to have you come on just to say a few words. But let's go with right now to Vera Thomas. Vera, are you there? You just have to unmute yourself.
Hello. I am so excited. I really am. I am so honored and privileged to be a part of this series. This was my first effort at authoring, and now it's just snowballed into a lot of different books. But this is just awesome. And persistence, never giving up. And it seems like no matter what, no matter how, no matter who, you just never want to give up. And so this has just been motivating and inspiring for me, this particular chapter, because no matter what, I just continue to try to pursue and persist, no matter what. And so this chapter meant a lot to me. And one of the things that I did with this chapter was I took persistence and looked at it, and also perseverance, and looked at the differences of that. Now, for some reason with this series, it seems like I keep gravitating towards scripture. In almost every chapter that I've written, I pray before I start writing. And so being able to look at each one of these topics and look at how it relates to our spirituality is what I have done with most of the chapters that I have written. And so I'm honored to be a part of this. I'm looking forward to 2023, where we all prosper and succeed. So I am just grateful. Thank you very much for having me here.
Absolutely. We are thrilled that you are writing in this book series with us. Super excited about it, Vera. I know that so many people, so many authors, readers. So readers, they follow our authors, guys. It's pretty amazing because if you think about it, we do have 13 books coming out. We're up to 8 now. And people are literally saying, well, I want to follow Dr. Miata. I want to follow Vera Thomas's stories through the book. So it's almost, if you think about it, it's almost like reading their book through our book series and waiting another, like, how you have to wait for Netflix for the next season to come out. Well, you have to wait every 2 months for the next book to come out. So it's a really, it's a blessing that way. So I appreciate you, Vera. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There's one more thing I do want to say. I want to thank you, Alec, for the time that you spent with me. And I want you to know that it's not going to be the last time. It's not. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, there you go. Any rebuttal on that, Alec? I'm just kidding. Any comment on that?
No, I do appreciate your kind words and your energy. I love the energy you always bring, and especially in your writing. So thank you.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Well, that's awesome, guys. We're coming down to the end of the show. We're calling this a show, and I'm so excited about just everybody here. And I want to congratulate you, John, and I want to congratulate all of you for being another number one bestseller in this book series, in this book of persistence, which is fantastic. And really, I believe the reason why to become a number one bestseller is so that you can share your brilliance with the world. It's wasted. There's a few gurus out there that would always say the saddest thing in the world is wasted talent. And it also comes from the movie The Bronx Tale when Robert De Niro says it in that movie. And it's true. It's wasted talent. And I love Alex, what was the word I was going to use? Reference to the proverb, the African proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go, far, go with a team. And I think the Irish version is, if you want to go drunk, go with. No, never mind. That's a whole other story there. But I'm super excited about it. We do have one more author that just joined us, Miss Natalie Susie, ladies and gentlemen. Natalie Susie.
Hi, y'all. How are you? It's so good to see everybody. It's been forever since I've been on one of these.
I know, it's crazy. Well, congratulations. You are another number one bestseller in our book series. So we'll put you full screen to say a few words, Natalie. How do you feel about being number one, and what do the authors, or excuse me, the readers get to experience when they read your chapter and something on persistence,
So I think persistence, so welcome. Hi, everybody. Sorry, it's been so long. I feel like good to be here. Persistence, I think what I talked about was my business. So my first business was an organic foods company. I had an organic cocktail mixer, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I ran that company and built it and sold it. And it took me 8 years of my life. It was all of my 20s that I focused on that business. And then I moved into what I do now, which is coaching. And all of you guys on this call, well, Alec, Eric, John, you guys have all been, Aaron, you guys, the other people, I'm not sure. I don't know you very well yet, but it's awesome to meet you here. You guys have all played a role in that launch and in my coaching stuff. So persistence, I think, is about, putting one foot in front of the other and pushing forward, and also finding the right people that can support you, that see your vision, and being in alignment with what you really love to do on the planet.
Nice. Love it. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate what you bring to the table, Natalie, because, it's so cool how, in fact, I might just go full screen for a second. It's so cool how our authors, we have 33 authors and 13 celebrities. So all the authors are listed here. And then you've got the celebrity authors here, and Alex right there. Wait, are you there? No, there. Wait. Yeah, there. Okay. So he's smiling, I think. So the point is, though, having 33 amazing authors from all different walks of life brings all of the amazing stories and life lessons for all of us, because all of us are not, we're not the same human beings, right? We all come from different walks of life, and we have different struggles, different environments, different everything. And I love that. And Natalie, you remind me that coming from here, I'll bring you on as well. Let's see if how can I do this. There we go. I'll just bring everyone back on. Natalie, coming from your background, a professor at a highly acclaimed university, as well as the entrepreneurship that you did, and bringing in this organic juice, cocktail juice drink, and bringing that to the market, and then selling that and so forth. I mean, it's just powerful. And I mean, I don't know how many of you in the audience can raise your hand and say, oh yeah, I brought a huge juice drink or drink to the market and sold it out for X amount of whatever. I mean, I can't even raise my hand on that. So you bring some really cool, a different environment to the table, and I love that. So I just wanted to mention that. Do you have anything to share on that, Natalie?
Yeah, I mean, I just think I didn't know what I was doing for 20 years, or for my whole 20s that I spent. I'm sorry, guys. I am like, this day has been nutty, but I'm so happy to be here with all of you guys. But all of my 20s I spent building this business, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I think persistence, what I learned in my 30s as I near 39, is like, do the thing that you're most in alignment with, and persistence doesn't have to feel as hard. It's like, it doesn't have to feel like you're pushing a boulder up a hill. And that was what my first business was. But I needed to learn all of the stuff I learned in my 20s to be able to do all the things I did in my 30s to the degree that I get to do it now, where I love what I do every day. And I feel like that's really what I was trying to get across in my chapter. It's just like the persistence leads to getting to do what you love to do every day. That was my experience of it, at least.
I love it. That's awesome. Alec, do you want to share? But before we do that, we have a broadcast that's going to take up most of the screen. Fatima just wanted to write something. So there you go.
That's perfect.
Fatima, could you make it a little longer so it covers all of our faces? That'd be great. So the bottom row, can you go like this, please? Just like this, the bottom row. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's hide that. Sir Alec, anything you'd like to share in regard to what Natalie's?
Yeah, no, just, I mean, this is just seeing all these wonderful faces on here, and folks that some I've known and or have known a long time, or have gotten to know as if I've known them a long time. It's just, I mean, I love this energy. And of course, Natalie, COVID was, with a highlight of COVID was all the time that we got to spend, and you're back in the room where all of the greatest ideas were formed.
Well, totally. Yeah. And I was just thinking about it too, because the COVID is where all the podcast stuff started, right? Like, Eric, I think you went so hard during COVID, and it feels so good to be back in this room, because I was here for 12 weeks with my parents on the East Coast. And that's when we started doing all of the stuff that we're doing right now. Like, this is where you and John, you guys started the mastermind. And it was just like, this is this very strange, I know I'm a little disheveled right now, but it's this like strange experience for me to look back on what was the last time I sat in this chair, and it was way better in the back, and it looks a mess right now, but like, I was not prepared to come on totally. But it's just been a really brilliant ride. And I'm so glad to see that this book has made it this far, and the masterminds have gotten to this point. And Alec, you and I helped me so much with the coaching stuff. It's just been a really brilliant 2 years, and it's all been persistence. Like, all of us on this call just persisted through nonsense, and then through brilliance. And now we're about to step into 2023. And I think 2022 has been challenging in a different way for people than 2020 was. So it's, it's been like, it's time to move into the next phase.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing that. I'm going to put just the website, the 13stepsriches.com. If you haven't picked up your copy of any of our books, go there and grab one of the copies. Just grab it for I think it's like $2.99 or something on Kindle right now. Yeah, and just grab it, and it's the best $3 you'll spend in a long time. I'm not sure what Dr. Miyata's doing, but it looked fun. It was almost like the Wave, but not. It was like the number version of the Wave. She was like, I don't know what that means. It's so cool though. Make sure you use all fingers. Okay. All right. So
it's like The Voice, or American Idol. Like, vote for 8.
Oh, is that what it is?
Get book 8. Get book 8.
Yeah.
Get 7.
Get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or get 10.
That's right. I can't wait to see how you do 13. Yeah.
I don't know how.
You got a foot on screen. You got 2 hands. What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen there. Well, good deal, guys. This has been so much fun. I appreciate all of you. Have a fantastic new year, and happy new year 2023. And we all prosper and succeed. I'm just reading the prompts, by the way, and appreciate all of you. I think all of you should grab all the books, ebook and paperback. Hey, look at that! And I appreciate all of you for continuing to write your amazing stories of success to help the world out there. And if you're just listening right now or watching this, and you look at the screen and go, well, it's easy for them because they're super good looking. All of them or something. I don't know what you'd say. You are right. We are good looking. But the point is, like, if you're looking at the screen going, oh, they're successful because of whatever reason they're successful for. Oh, we all have struggles just like you might have struggles if you're looking at this and watching this and listening. And we just have different variations of struggles and how we handle them. And this book series honestly can assist you. Let's see if I can hold it in front of my green screen, which is me. This book series can assist you. I mean, all you need. Brian Tracy, my main mentor, always used to ask me. He'd pick up a book. He'd say, "How many good ideas do you need to get from this book?" And the answer is one good idea. That's it. And just use that. One good idea will help you catapult your success if you're persistent. So thanks, guys. Appreciate all of your time. I love this part of the journey because I love to ask Aaron to text me initials of, Barry Bevier. Okay, fine. Bye, Barry. All right. So see ya. And then I love, and then, oh my gosh, Aaron's what? Oh my gosh, Dr. Miata. Okay, fine. All right. So, wow, I can't believe Aaron's just like on a roll. Vera's next. Okay, fine. See you, Vera. See you later. All right. So this is crazy. I can't believe, Aaron, what are you doing to people? You're like just saying goodbye to everyone. You want to bring back Dr. What'd you say? You're bringing back somebody? All right, we're going to add somebody actually to the screen. We're going to add a good friend of mine, Jesse Farrell. What's up, Jesse Farrell?
It's all good. Congratulations to you and the team.
Just a couple minutes, guys, real quick. I just want to introduce you to Jesse Farrell and Lisa Farrell, who's probably around there somewhere. And man, you're just an amazing inspiration. Great, one of our amazing speakers of the world. And we're blessed to have you on a lot of our Habitude Warrior stages. And I know you know Alex Stern and everybody else. And let me see if whoever else is here, I'm going to bring them back on. We've got a background there for no reason, and then there we go. So Jesse, thank you for sharing your time just quickly to come on and congratulate all of these authors. What's up, man? This book is all on persistence, Jesse. So what are your thoughts on persistence?
My thoughts on persistence is when I grow up, I'm persistent. When I do grow up, I'm persistently trying to grow up and be like you.
Well, keep on going, man. Keep on going.
So persistence is magic. Once you.
Oh no! What happened?
And Jesse he's going to come back in a second, but Aaron just texted me again. What's that? Oh, she's calling me. Aaron says Vera Thomas needs to go again. Okay, let me. Oh, she's already gone.
There's Jesse.
So who else? All right, Jesse, we're back. So go ahead, Jesse.
Fair enough. I was just saying that once you step into the world of persistence, the rest of the quality of life that you're looking to build can be unimaginable. You got to stay with it. You got to stay with it.
I love it, man. And I know you're authoring a lot of cool books as well. I know you have one coming up that just came out. So super excited about that. Do you want to just mention the name real quick of your book?
Yeah, real quick. It's How You Leave Them Feeling. It's the third one in the series. Your foundation for inspiring love and relationships. Like we love some Eric, Mr. Awesome.
You're awesome, man. I appreciate you. So thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Aaron Lay just told me to go ahead and let Jesse out of the room. Okay. See you, Jesse. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. Congratulations.
You, man. You're the best, brother. Thank you. All right, Aaron, who's next? Oh my gosh. Barry's next again. All right. See you later, Barry. Wave goodbye. All right, Aaron, who's next? You got it written down again, Miata? Dr. Miata, see you later. She's like, no. Now it's going to be a very tough little situation here, Aaron. What are you going to do? You have literally, the way I look at it, you have 3 choices. What are they?
I don't mess with my friends. You're all my friends here.
Okay. All right.
I don't you favorites. You can make me go.
You picked the right choice. See you later, Aaron. Rock and roll. That was great. She fell on her sword. So, guys, this is excellent. I'm just going to go ahead and take the other 2 people off, and we're just going to let the other 2 people finish the show. Rock and roll. And
oh, geez.
Well, Natalie, here we are.
Here we are again.
Let's do every other word.
Here. Huh?
We'll do every other word.
I'm too tired for that kind of gymnastics.
Right. Well, why don't you bring us home?
Oh, bring us home? I think that's a better job for you. I think finish strong, kids. Persistence is what do you think, Alec? What is persistence? Fill in the blank. For you.
Yeah, so it's operating with an assumption that hesitation there's no room for hesitation.
Oh, I like that. This is the kind of stuff you tell me a lot.
That's right. So you got to find a way to get the self-doubt out of your head and the external factors that are going to weigh in on. We all find excuses, which lead to hesitation, and it's the enemy of persistence. And so you got to find a way to clear all that and be persistent in moving forward.
I think I love that. And I would also say persistence is the act of coming from a place of love and not fear. And then goodbye. Eric says goodbye. Buy the book and you'll learn more about persistence.
Right. Don't hesitate to buy the series. And as was mentioned earlier, there's got 13 books, 8. This is the 8th one, eighth bestsellers. Pick up any of them. Start anywhere. There's no specific order. So start with 8 and work backwards, or wanting to work forward, or start in the middle, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
But all the books are there's just so much value in that, and be persistent in reading all of them, because there's learnings in all of them collectively. And Natalie is definitely prettier than Alec, says Alec.
I think you should pick a favorite number and then just pick that book, or just that one.
Well, it hasn't come up. For my favorite number hasn't come up yet, but since I'm the celebrity author in 8, that I'm going with 8.
8's good. 8's good. You guys are awesome. Say goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Alec. Appreciate you. Congratulations,
have a beautiful
Natalie.
Night.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are awesome.
You.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Happy holidays.
it.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, guys. Say goodbye. You can stick around for one more second. I'm just going to end the broadcast. Bye, broadcast.
Ciao, everybody.
Bye, broadcast.